Are you tired of your spreads looking the same every single week? And do you want to spark some magic into your bullet journal? Stay with me for this real-time YouTube tutorial. You can grab your journal and do this spread with me step by step in real time. Welcome to Bullet Journaling with Eve, and I hope you will enjoy this real-time 20-minute video, meaning that you get to see exactly how long it takes to prepare every single detail in this bullet journal spread. As we always do, we will start with materials. I'm using this Tiefossi bullet journal, then 2 rulers, these 3 Aquarelle pencils by Faber-Castell, these 2 Ohuhu acrylic markers, 2 UniPin point liners, and an eraser. Let me share with you what we will create today. I created 9 spaces and we will draw some semicircles. I draw this little swan at the bottom. And if you missed my November setup, I will link it here so you can check it out. We will start with this circle ruler with 4 cm circles. And I will start with this 0.8 UniPin point liner. I will draw semicircles in the top part of each daily log. And then I will draw smaller semicircles, still 4 cm, but a smaller part of the circle will be visible at the bottom part, so we can see the difference between those 2 semicircles. This is not 100% perfect, but I think it's still great. When I draw, I always remind myself that it's not about perfection, it's about presence. Every line, every brushstroke is a small meditation. Art, and especially journaling, isn't about creating something flawless. It's about slowing down enough to notice how you feel while creating. If you ever feel impatient with your own drawings, take a deep breath and remind yourself that the beauty is already there. You are just uncovering it line by line. Here you can see that I have done almost all of my semicircles at the top of my daily logs. And now I'm starting to create these smaller circles. I even found a better way to do this, and I will include that in next bullet journal video, where we will create the rest of my November spreads. And one of them is going to be a better version of this layout. And if you don't want to miss that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of my future videos. But still, I think this spread looks gorgeous, and I enjoyed every single second of creating this spread. I created 9 boxes. 7 of them are going to be used as my daily logs. One of them is dedicated for my weekly actions because again I didn't include those in my November setup, so I don't forget about them. I learned during my journaling in October that this really helps because usually I do my weekly actions, I do my chores, but I forget to mark that I'm done with them. So this is why I think having my weekly actions in my weekly spreads is something that is really helpful for me. And the last space that I created is dedicated to my notes. This month I focus on writing my ideas down. You may remember that in my November bullet journal setup, I also created a brain dump setup so I have space to write down my ideas. And if you are journaling along with me, I hope this moment feels peaceful. Creating space for yourself, even just 10 minutes a day, is powerful. You don't need grand plans or perfect pages to find clarity. Sometimes a calm color palette, a softer brush stroke, or a quiet drawing session can remind you that you are doing enough. You are growing even in stillness. Here you can see that I almost drew all of my semicircles. Now we are working on the bottom right part of my page, and then we will connect the circles with lines. That way we will create our daily logs, space for weekly actions, and also space for notes. Here, Mia decided to join us, so she is sleeping here and enjoying the time that we spent together. Now it's time to connect these lines. Here you can see that this is not the perfect connection between these lines, but I still think it looks okay. It brings a bit of messiness, that moment of imperfection, and something that still makes us human. I really enjoy how this spread turned out in the end. And if you would like to see some easy tutorials on how you can draw swans, just leave me a comment down below and I will be really happy to prepare something like that for you. We haven't done that in a very long time. I think the last one was Winnie the Pooh. Am I right? So if you are interested in something like that, just leave me a comment down below and I will be really happy to show you how you can draw swans because this is actually really easy to draw, even if you are a beginner. You just draw some circles, some ovals, some letter S shapes, and you connect them. And that's basically it. So if you are interested in that, just leave me a comment down below and I will be really happy to share that with you. For me, November always feels like a bridge between seasons, a quiet space to pause before the year ends. It's a perfect time to realigning with what truly matters to you. I like to ask myself, what did I create this year that made me proud? What moments felt peaceful, even if small? These are the things worth carrying forward into the next chapter. Now, with the UniPin point liner in size 0.8, I'm drawing my swan. I'm just going over inking the outline of my swan and then we will color it. Now, I will erase all of my pencil marks. Sometimes, if I erase this right after I draw it, it can smudge. So, I prefer to wait for it a little bit. When I'm erasing, I start from the part where I work at the beginning and then move toward the part I work on last. Now, I will use this acrylic marker in metallic purple. I will shake it well, so in this part where you can see that I'm not doing anything, I'm actually shaking my acrylic markers. Then I will write down the first 3 letters of each day in each daily log. The reason why I'm writing just those 3 letters is that I only have space for 3 letters in the semicircles that I created. You can make these semicircles even bigger if you would like to, and then you will have more space to write the whole name of the day. Or you can write it with a point liner and manage to fit the full name of the day in your daily log. When I'm done with my acrylic marker, I will look back and find out what date is when I should start this weekly spread. And I found out that we are starting on Monday the 3rd. So now I'm writing the dates for each day in the bottom part of my daily log. I was thinking at the beginning that I might like that bottom part flat, but then I realized that could look a bit like tombstones, so I decided to do it with those semicircles. Now it looks like banners on my page. Now I'm working on my weekly actions, drawing some circles, and at the end I will write down my weekly actions. Now I will erase my pencil sketches for the swan. As I mentioned before, I waited for it to dry completely so I don't smudge it at all. And now we are going to color it. I will use this light blue Aquarelle pencil by Faber-Castell, and I will create these lines that represent the feathers of my swan. I'm just creating some texture with this pencil that looks like feathers, as you can see here. You can't really see it because of my hand, but now you can see it. And I'm coloring the whole swan in this light blue, even its beak, because I still want it to feel celestial, like this is some creature from another world. Then I will use this silver aquarelle color pencil, also by Faber-Castell, and I will fill in the swan completely with it. I really like how this looks because when the pencil hits the light, it's really shimmery, and I really enjoy that. I think that also brings that constellation and celestial theme of 2025 in my bullet journal to life. I think it's all about the details. As you can see, even the coloring is not hard, it's actually easy, and this swan already looks like a swan. Now I will draw some waves under this one, something that will represent water. And I will continue that onto my left page as well, so I connect these 2 pages with this wonderful decoration. After that, I will add some more details. Now I will take this gray aquarelle color pencil and I will draw some more depth into those waves. You can even leave it just like this as I did, or you can take water and activate the pigment, which will make it more vibrant. But I decided not to do it that way. Now I will use this Ohuhu acrylic marker in light blue, and I will just add some gentle waves with that bigger bullet tip under this one. And now, as you can see, again, nothing is happening because I am shaking and activating my acrylic marker. I didn't want to cut out this part of the video because I think it's important to occasionally show you how long it actually takes to make your spreads. Since usually I speed up parts of my videos so you don't just sit there watching nothing. But now I decided to share this with you because I think this is a really easy spread that you can easily recreate. And if you are doing this with me now in real time, I'm really happy that you are here and that you are recreating it. Now I will write down this quote in the bottom part of my page. And I went with this wonderful quote that says, "Move gracefully throughout each day." I think that my most important spread in my monthly setup is my Grateful For spread. That's a space where I can write down what I'm grateful for each day. I think it's important that we reflect, that we look back and find something positive every single day, because there are so many things to be grateful for. This will then help you improve your mindset and your self-awareness because you will finish your day by writing down something that you are grateful for. You're going to go to sleep in that great mood, feeling that you accomplished something today and that tomorrow is going to be even better because you are growing every single day. And if you remember, growth is my word of the year for 2025. And so far, I'm doing really great with growing in my personal life, in my job, in my profession, and also here with you on this YouTube channel as well. Now it's time to add some celestial details, and I'm starting with drawing some bigger stars like these ones. Then I will add some sparkly stars, just like little diamonds, and around those diamonds I'm adding sparkles. Then I will finish by adding some more sparkles and dots as well. I would also like to mention that I choose these soft blues and purple because they feel peaceful, like twilight on water. I love how color can change your mood instantly. When I use calming shades, it's like telling my brain you can rest here. Maybe that's why I'm drawn to celestial tones. They remind me of quiet nights full of possibilities. And I have realized that productivity doesn't have to feel rushed. You can be organized and peaceful at the same time. My journal helps me find that balance, planning things while staying connected to what feels meaningful. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what truly matters. And with this 0.2 UniPin point liner, I will now write down my weekly actions here. These weekly actions are basically chores that I do every single week and should do every single week, like watering my plants, washing clothes, and cleaning my home, some chores that are actually important to maintain my home and my mind in the right way. And yeah, this is everything. Here you can see how wonderful and shiny this spread is with this beautiful swan in the bottom part. 7 daily logs, 1 space for weekly actions, and another one for notes. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of my future videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!